Jamelle Jones in the gray. Problema takes the center of the cage. Jones in the southpaw stance, because that was his wrestling stance. Oh, he's got a knee! Ferreira pounding away off the side of Jamelle Jones' head!
Wow.
He's out!
It all started with that knee, Sean. That rocked him, and those follow-up shots on the ground were absolutely brutal.
I tell you what, impressive explosion there from Keith Peterson to get Renan Ferreira off the attack.
Yeah, he risked his life jumping in there. My goodness.
Your winner by knockout, earning 6 points in the heavyweight division, Renan Ferreira.
Sir, you ready? Sir, you ready? Fight!
Ferreira in the blue trunks, Stuart Austin in the black and gray. Brazil versus UK. Right to the low kick and then the front kick. And those things come up quickly. We're 20 seconds into this bout and already Stuart Austin's leg showing damage from those two low kicks.
Oh, that was the right hand.
Right! It's a 1-2 good night from Renan Ferreira!
Strikes from the outside. He used that long reach, those long limbs, kept him on the outside, and that right hand just dropped him.
Restraint there from Renan Ferreira to not pound it out. He saw the referee coming in and
Brutal. And you see his head hit the canvas. I mean, he was completely out.
nice work by the referee. Also nice work by the victorious fighter, realizing it was over and didn't need to throw one more just to prove the point. The jab not quite there. The right hand reaches longer as the hip comes forward. Stuart Austin down and out.
Your winner by knockout, Renan Problema Ferreira.
Renan Ferreira has recently relocated his camp to American Top Team to round out his game. Both of these fighters looking to clinch a spot.
Oh, boy.
Beautiful 1-2.
Oh,
and
big right hand. Overhand right for Scheffel.
Drop with the left hook. Problema with the first round finish.
There's that explosive start from Renan Ferreira. My goodness.
There's the long distance weapons, the 1-2. Now Matheus is against the fence. He tries to get into a slugfest with a much bigger man whose accuracy was on point tonight. Stayed out there. Those long range weapons are very, very tough to deal with. There's that big straight right hand that sent him back to the fence, and then he just pot shot, the hook missed. There's a hook to the side of the dome. Here comes a straight right, and he's down. Did a great job. 6'8", as athletic a person as we've seen grace the smart cage. He was on point tonight. When he is confident and you give him range, he's going to be very, very difficult to deal with.
Declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the 2023 PFL playoffs, Renan Ferreira!
Ryan Bader in the white trunks, Bellator heavyweight champion. Problema, Renan Ferreira in the yellow.
I just don't know which way it's going to go. Is Bader going to level change onto a shin bone or a knee, or is he going to be able to ground Ferreira?
Oh, right hand! Ferreira immediately drops Ryan Bader and goes right to wall. The end of the fight! Renan Ferreira in the opening moment! Wow!
Ferreira connects, Bader goes down. These are all clean. That's where the problem is. Oh, still a problem, but the referee...
They landed on the ear.
You're right, you're right.
They were legal shots.
None of those were illegal shots, none that landed.
And the damage was done anyway. By the time those shots started to come down, Bader had already turned belly down. He was already out of the fight.
And let me tell you something. We know the power now that Renan Ferreira has in a single punch like that. And he will be fighting Francis Ngannou, who has equal power in both hands. Renan Ferreira rescues the night for the Professional Fighters League roster and punches his ticket, the biggest win of his career, 11th knockout for Renan.
What a moment, and the way he pounces on Bader, by the way. I mean, Ferreira has followed opponents to the ground in the past and even pulled shots.
At 21 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via TKO. Problema! Renan Ferreira!
Look for a hot start here, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready? Fight.
Leaping kick from both men.
What?
I told you so. Fabrício Werdum grabs the head outside single and gets Renan Ferreira to the ground. Here's that replay, Randy.
Head outside single. He tries to dump him. Finally has to turn the corner enough and gets him to fall.
And now he finds himself inside the triangle. Ferreira trying to pound his way out of it. He's going to have to address this. Hammer fist coming down.
He's got it locked on. Armbar attempt from there.
Here. Ferreira continues to hammer down with the right hand. His arm is so long, he's not in as much trouble as he should be in this position.
Yeah, and Werdum already has the hematoma, but he's gonna get the tap here. That is very tight with the triangle.
Got the right angle now.
Oh, he's got his arm out.
He's out. Ferreira is out. Damage showing on the face of Fabrício Werdum as the young man takes his back. Werdum looks hurt here. Hammer fist. Renan Ferreira pounds out. Fabrício Werdum dethroning a legend.
Ferreira dropping the bombs from the triangle, and you can see it's locked in. He's got the foot behind his knee. He's got the right angle to put those pressures on.
It looked like that right hand tapped the shoulder for a couple seconds there, Randy.
I thought I saw Fabrício Werdum making the case to either the referee or his corner, I'm not sure who he was talking to, that he felt a tap. And goodness, this is going to be a controversial discussion. Here's the end of the fight. Fabrício getting hammer fisted from the top.
Your winner by knockout and earning 6 points in the heavyweight division, Renan Ferreira.
There's the ref cam, Renan Ferreira in the blue shorts, Seumanutafa in the black and gray. No touch of the gloves. And there, that rear front kick comes up the middle. Seumanutafa able to evade. Nice low calf kick there from Renan Ferreira. Uppercut there to respond to the entry from Seumanutafa, and Ferreira pulls him over. Lands in a half guard. Right to the body. Big heavy punches to the ribs. Underhook on the left arm here for Seumanutafa. That's where he wants to be. Abandons the butterfly on the same side. We saw those hammer fists earlier tonight, Randy. We saw him against Fabrício Werdum from this man earlier in the regular season. Got to be careful on the bottom against these heavyweights. And Seumanutafa took this fight on short notice. You don't want to be on the bottom at the beginning of a round when maybe you haven't been in a full fight camp. That can be exhausting. And obviously, Renan Ferreira has jiu-jitsu pedigree to go with his striking ability.
Yeah, Seumanutafa has that lockdown on the right leg of Ferreira, and again, you know, it doesn't really allow for you to get good connection to the floor. You can create a lot of power, but you know.
And now he's lost the left underhook there. He recovers it. Ferreira goes right back to work with his right hand. It's body, 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 head, head, head.
Yeah, and for Call, it looks like he's trying to go underneath from half guard. He's trying to scoop that right arm underneath the leg of Ferreira. But the problem is, you take away that frame, and now you're opening up your face to some deadly hammer fist strikes.
Great recognition for Renan Ferreira on when he can strike and when he can recover. Those are nasty hammer fists from the gigantic Brazilian. You can't help but think, watching this guy, Randy, if he had been born in the United States, he's like an NFL tight end. The way that
Absolutely
Ferreira is built, 6'8", broad shoulder, big, heavy muscle. I mean, this great right hand, and he just does one, goes back to controlling the position. Now he unloads with both hands, and then pulls Seumanutafa, who's maybe going to try and use the cage to work himself back to a standing position. Well, in those long arms, you see him coming into play. Seumanutafa's got an underhook underneath the right arm of Renan Ferreira, and he's still able to generate real power going right over the top of Carl's own arm. Seumanutafa in the black and gray, and look at that FPR score, dominant for Renan Ferreira, 94-10. Beautiful performance.
I'd like to see more of that from Seumanutafa, see if he can land some calf kicks of his own, make up for that height differential there. Gonna be hard for him to get it done with his hands.
Switching stances, Renan Ferreira giving Seumanutafa some looks. There's that oblique kick that we saw last week. Another low calf kick right on the knee, right at that mid-range. Nasty from Renan Ferreira. Oh, he clipped him on the top of the head. Seumanutafa in trouble, and here come those hammer fists yet again. Renan Ferreira diligent on top. Nice work with the left hand there from Renan Ferreira. That's our little Randy Couture trick. You pin the arm down, then you use that same hand. Here comes the right hand from the top. Renan Ferreira looking for an Ezekiel choke. Seumanutafa tells the ref cam he's just fine. He and I have different opinions of what fine is.
Nice shoulder pressure there from Ferreira. But again, Seumanutafa with that lockdown on the right leg.
Seumanutafa is talking to Renan Ferreira. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what the language barrier is like, but he's having a conversation.
He's got to move his head into proper position and trap the arm, and that's going to be trouble.
He elects to go back to the hammer fist and the control instead. Seumanutafa being mounted for multiple minutes here. Surviving pretty well considering. There's the shoulder pressure again. Just making it uncomfortable. Randy, I'm glad you talked about 6 points, because Jamelle Jones grabbed 6 points earlier tonight with a big knockout victory over Cleetson Abreu. He's watching intently, making sure that he's still in the top 4. Plenty of heavyweight action.
There's the arm triangle.
There it is.
Where was he getting blood and oxygen from?
Maybe he doesn't need it. Back to the ribs with more punishment. Renan Ferreira, dominant, but stymied on top.
Bicep on the other side of his neck looks like it's too high too, because he's got such long levers.
Right.
Hard to get to the right angle there.
Offers some encouragement. Good job, really good, he said. Another strong FPR score from Renan Ferreira.
Whoa.
Switch kick from the tall athlete. Ducked by Seumanutafa.
I don't know many 6'8" athletes who can do that. Wow, it's not fair.
We definitely test the smart cage with that one.
Down. Big takedown. And this is where Seumanutafa's black belt from Jake Shields comes into play.
He's going to try to use that left arm to try to throw Ferreira over on his right side.
10-second clapper has sounded. Seumanutafa tries the flurry at the end. One last right hand, and that'll do it. Renan Ferreira.
For your winner by unanimous decision and earning 3 points in the heavyweight division, Renan Ferreira.
Mark Goddard to oversee the main event action.
Okay, gents, you understand the rules of fighting. The list limit all time, keep yourself protected. If I tell you to stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
Dan Hardy and Paige Van Zandt also in the building to lend their perspective on this fight. To the center of the smart cage they go. Ferreira opens with a jab, Greene responds. Switching stances early is Greene. Nice 1-2 there from Renan.
Yeah, Ferreira really establishing that jab, backing up Greene. That's not what Greene wanted.
Nice long straight punches by Ferreira. He's got Greene in trouble.
Unleashing here. That scooping uppercut there from Ferreira got the attention of Maurice Greene. Dan Hardy, fast start for Problema.
Everything he's throwing with the intention to land, he's throwing hard, but we're seeing more feints from him now. You've got to see the development from the ATT. Look at this aggression here, but measured aggression.
Yeah, Ferreira staying aggressive, but not getting too greedy. He's staying balanced with all of his strikes. He's not throwing himself. He needs to throw more volume.
Big body kick from Ferreira. There's John Jones in the corner of his friend and training partner, Maurice Greene.
Big right hand.
But they want that offense to be a little bit more heavy on the pressure.
Thank you, Paige. Another combination here from Ferreira.
Greene's got to be careful ducking his head when those barrages come. He's going to catch an uppercut.
Ferreira just seems so loose, so relaxed.
Problema on his way to a championship.
Yeah, just as the seconds were winding down in round one, Ferreira landed a laser. Let's check out some replays here. You see the exposure of the center line with Greene as he advanced to try to throw a strike, and that just allowed Ferreira to land a laser of a right hand. But at these grounded pound strikes, these right hands that came from the top.
Declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the $1 million PFL Championship, Renan Ferreira.
Denis Goltsov is there in the blue trunks. Renan Ferreira in the gray. Touch of the gloves. And the largest fight in PFL history is underway.
Yeah, some big boys in there. Yeah, watching this fight here, 6'8". You know, Goltsov's pretty dang big too. So, looking forward to this fight, watching this fight, and then listening.
And that's exactly what Denis Goltsov is trying to do right now. Ezekiel choke attempt. Thought about it briefly. Nothing doing.
You get wild. He's long. You got to get inside, and so trying to game plan would be get some tension with some shots and come with punches with those feints, keep you guessing.
Oh, nice right hand by Ferreira.
Hit over the ear of Denis Goltsov, and there's another.
Oh,
and another one. Oh,
he's hurt. He's hurt.
Knocks down big time, and the hammer fist will finish. Problema with a championship.
When you have speed and power like that, you can end the fight in an instant, especially when you're a heavyweight like Ferreira.
There's a swing and a miss by Ferreira. Takedown attempt by Goltsov. And Ferreira frames out. There's the big overhand left. And another overhand left. And the third one hits him right in the neck and puts him on the deck. And then the hammer fist onslaught comes until the referee has seen enough. Big right hand right in the neck. Comes down on top in half guard. The hammer fist comes raining down. Mr. Yamasaki has seen enough. The fight is over. New world champion, Renan Ferreira.
And 2023 PFL Heavyweight Champion of the World, Renan Ferreira.